my f***ing God. Oh my God. I can't do it. I mean, we're pink now. We're pink now. This is not even the blush that you think it is. It's not the Rare Beauty one. It's actually the Juvia's Place blush. It's this one. This is the culprit. And I'm not saying it's bad. I wasn't prepared.
So, Oga, it did not at any point in time cross your mind that you are probably using the wrong shade of blush? It did not at any point in time cross your mind that, you know, maybe this shade of blush wasn't made for your complexion? What's even more crazy to me about this whole saga as it unfolded on TikTok is the fact that this person is supposed to be a makeup artist, but somehow they don't know how to pick the right shade of makeup products for their complexion. That's crazy. So this creator on TikTok recently tried to come for a black-owned beauty brand known as Juvia's Place. Juvia's Place is, like I said, a black-owned beauty brand that is known among the girlies for creating amazing makeup products that works beautifully well on black skin. I mean, we know how the beauty industry is. Not many brands out there care about melanated folks, okay? So that's where brands like Juvia's Place comes in. They have like highly pigmented eyeshadow palettes, foundation, lip products, etc. that is just on black skin, but they're also inclusive as well because they have products that fairer completed people can use, and they pop too when they use Juvia's products. And this is why I feel like the videos this person made about Juvia's Place brush were not simply reviews. I feel like the videos were made with malicious intent because, one, like I said, Juvia's Place has products that works for fairer complected people. Like there are lighter shade blushes over there at Juvia's Place, but he didn't go for none of those ones. He jumped right over all of them and then went for this very pigmented blush that wasn't made for his complexion, then came on camera screaming oh my God like 7 billion times as he applied this very pigmented blush that he picked, while acting like it's the blush that is the problem and not him.
The makeup industry has made white people so entitled because why are y'all so upset that the Juvia's Place blush might not work for you? Mind you, just because something has too much pigment does not mean that it's something negative. You just use less. And too much pigment is the perfect amount of pigment for darker people and black people because that's who it was designed for. So I find it very sick that y'all are trying to turn this around into something negative when the product was made to be something that works for us. When something is released in the makeup world, we are typically not the first thought. We are always an afterthought, and we have to wait for shades to come out that work for us. So please let us have this one thing that worked for us right off the bat, and you can use the 1,000 or million other products that work for you. Thank you.
Oh my God.
There's no such thing as too pigmented. Other people with different skin tones than you. I know it's crazy. I know it's wild, right? There are people with darker skin tones, darker than me, you know, that need a pigmented blush to show up on their skin, right? Right. So we all know Juvia's Place, right? The reason that these blushes are so pigmented, you see this really bright pink one, is so that they can show up on darker skin tones. Look at the difference. Look at the difference, y'all. This is the difference. And can we just say how gorgeous Juvia's Place's blushes are? I don't understand how something can be too pigmented. It's just not for you. Ooh, they make those blushes, those liquid blushes in other shades. They make them in lighter shades. So you purposely took a darker shade to put on your skin to be like, oh, it doesn't work. These are too pigmented. What is this? And it's absolutely horrible because it's putting out this narrative that there is no need for this blush color. There is no need for something this pigmented, and that's erasure. Inclusivity. Thank you.
Some white creators even came out and spoke about how, you know, this guy was just being ignorant, and definitely his video was not from a good place because they use Juvia's Place blush and it works for them.
I mean, this was one Dot. This is not even the blush that you think it is. It's not the Rare Beauty.
Let's use that blush properly without being ignorant, okay? So I have two of the Juvia's Place blushes, the shades Marigold and Peach Rose. Just like anything else, get a shade that would fit your skin tone. I'm going to go in with the deeper one just to show that a color that is probably meant more for deeper skin tones than mine can work still. And I'm going to put it on my face, one dot. Because unlike the creator that showed, I'm not going to purposely use a product improperly to make a certain demographic angry for views. I like to use a damp sponge. This is from Beauty Bakery. It's one of their blending sponges. And you just tap it out slowly. Don't be going all willy-nilly crazy, acting like the pigment's going to be concentrated and controlled. And look at that. Shade blends lovely. Quite easily. Okay, we're going to do this side. It's very easy. Oh, look. It's overwhelming. I go to a different side of the sponge and blend more. Like, if you just take your time and use a product how it's meant to, it can look beautiful. No matter if it was intended for you or not, especially as a white person, we have everything. So I don't understand this need to make these black businesses seem like they're lesser than. Like, it's very interesting that this was the one you decided to use. And I also find it interesting that even afterwards, following up this video, there was a video commenting, there's a such thing as too much pigment. No, there's not. There's never too much pigment. If you're an actual skilled makeup artist or just makeup lover, and you're using a product how it's directed, you would be able to use any product properly for your skin. Then even if it's still overwhelming for you, like this much, this is about how much blush I like to have. Get your foundation brush that you use to blend out your skin, the sponge, whatever. Go over it and it'll diminish it. It'll kind of make it a little bit lighter. Because if you're going to come on the internet and promote product, know how to use them. But we all know that you did know how to use it. Then you followed it up with an apology that was real half-assed. And there's tons of videos out there from black creators explaining their own feeling, because I don't want to speak for them. But I did just want to come on and show that if you take the time to understand a product, it should work for you. And if it doesn't work for you, that means don't post on the internet and try to hate on it if it's not a bad product. Because just because something's too pigmented for you and in the wrong shade doesn't mean it's too pigmented and wrong for someone else, you know? Why don't we talk about something that's actually wrong with a product and a brand rather than them actually making something for people of color? Just a thought. Because I really wanted to say this as one white person to another, that if you're going to be on the internet, you should be cognizant of what you are promoting and putting out there. Because a viral moment's not everything.
Now, after the major backlash he received from literally everybody, from black, white, Asian, everybody was dragging this man for this video. He did make an apology video. Check it out.
For the people that were offended by that Juvia's Place blush video from me, I am truly sorry. That was not my intention. I feel really shitty that anybody was offended by a video that I posted online. It was absolutely not my intention to brush over the fact that those blushes are so highly pigmented so that they will work on black and brown skin. The brand is a black-owned brand. It is a brand that will put black and brown skin at the forefront of every single brand launch. All of their products, their photo shoots, their video shoots. I don't want to bash a company like that. It was not my intention. I went out and bought that product in the first place because I do like Juvia's Place. I think they have some amazing products, and they have products that work for literally every single skin tone. And I think that's something to celebrate and something to support. And I feel shitty that my video suggests anything otherwise. I was in shock by the pigment and I just wasn't prepared, and that was my bad. As an influencer, it is my job to do the research and to view a product in a way that's helpful, that's not hurtful. And I was just completely ignorant when posting that video. And again, that's my bad. That's my up, and I'm really sorry if that offended anybody. I also didn't take the 2 seconds to remember or realize that this is more than just makeup for you. I, as a white person, have literally every single product catered for me, and I can use most, if not all, of the products that are on the market. So to finally have a brand that gives that to black and brown people, anybody with a darker complexion, I mean, that's not something that I should just put on. And I do apologize for that. This is a brand that I personally love, and I would love to continue to support and buy from the brands. I personally don't think that I should be buying the blushes that just work for me and that look completely terrible on people with darker complexions. I mean, I just don't think that's something that we should continue to support. I will leave that up for discussion though, so please let me know your thoughts, because I'm seeing a lot of comments that simply say that this product was not made for me. and that I should not be using it. Blush from them specifically takes this much effort and this much manipulation for me to use it on my complexion, and it's gonna look beautiful on people with darker complexions, and it's going to take little to no effort for you to actually see pigment, which I think is important. Again, it was my up for just showing myself and my reaction to that type of pigment without realizing that it's catered specifically for people with those skin tones. I would like to continue using their products, but please let me know if that's something that you guys think is appropriate. This brand and what they stand for and who they make products for is super important, and I would love to support that. So I just don't want to offend anybody, and that was never my intention in the first place, and I am very, very sorry for those of you that I did offend.
Well, that's basically it for this situation, guys. I just want to keep it, short, cute, and summarize. But, this is the gist. But what are your thoughts about all of this? Do let me know down below in the comment section. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I would see you guys in the next one.